Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. They'll run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Of course, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up. A long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. On the run here. Lets it go. That's reeled in. It's Branch. They finally get him down, but it's a chunk play through the air.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about...
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the 1st sack of the game.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Back in motion now. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Nice grab. It's Thomas. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. The Bulldogs will line up to kick it away. This will be the first punt tonight for this offense. Oh, it lands just short of the goal line, but bounces in for a touchback. Back to throw. It's Carr. Looking deep on the very first play. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's just a miscommunication here. That's busted coverage by the defense. There's no way you can leave a receiver that open. One problem for the offense is the quarterback misses the throw. That's a touchdown.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Let's see what they can create here now to avoid a 3rd and long. Send the back in motion. Oh, it's a double pass. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Defense makes room.
defense on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Gain of 2 yards, and now it's 2nd down and 8. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Hand off to the back. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Catch made on the right side. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up 4th down. Dogs will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
So here's the first play of the drive, backed up with their own 7. Here comes a handoff. Eludes a tackle. Tackle made after a big gain.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Pass rush closing in.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years, and it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
And the wideout goes in motion. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. On the move now. Escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. Quarterback drops back. He's got it, enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the 1st down.
Now run it here. That's the running back with the ball.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. 2nd down after that previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Price. Powering through a tackle. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Irish, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Dropping back, it's Stockton. That's reeled in. It's Branch. We get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Breaks loose at the 40. Now here he goes. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Georgia. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball, the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. The player was down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout or they'll check him out. Bringing it out. It's Young. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on the screen now. Defense flies in. They make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
Went backwards on 1st down, so it's 2nd and long here from the 10. I'll flip back to the QB. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Looking deep to the right side. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
So first play of the drive coming here. They'll start at their own 49. We'll hand it off. The Salk were able to bring him down quickly. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Running out of time in the pocket. Didn't see anybody open. Just throws it away. That's not going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. He was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. try the ground game here with the running back.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He broke away and they couldn't catch him.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he makes the grab. They convert the two-point try and now lead by 8.
Chris, as you know, the windows are so tight down here, especially when you're throwing the ball this close to the goal line. And this quarterback was just simply dealing to thread that ball in there for 2. Great throw.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And they try the middle, but stuffed. No gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. You got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Grab behind the line, it's Branch. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. It's a dart right down the middle. Makes the catch downfield.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a 1st down.
And it's incomplete. He dropped the 1st down pass over the middle.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Pressure is coming. Contact as he let the ball go.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
The Dogs bring their punt team onto the field. Not what he was hoping for. Instead of pinning the offense deep, it's a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking downfield. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here. I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. What can they do here to make it 3rd and manageable? Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. That picks up the 1st down, spotted at the 39.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Direct snap. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. The trickery fails there. And now it's 3rd down coming up.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that kick.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. And the sophomore, a little bit too much air under that throw.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
The returner brought down by the college team. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. He escapes the pocket. He's going to take off. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, the pressure just couldn't quite get to him there. They forced him out to his right on that bootleg, but give him credit. He held his poise, looked at the entire field, couldn't find anybody open, and he just pulled it down and picked up a nice gain.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Let's see if the offense can take the lead before the break. 2nd down play coming up. To throw, it's Stockton. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. Stop just short of the 1st. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. 4th down in inches. Simple call. Quarterback sneak. But a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that 1st.
They'll try a pass here. The sure hands. It's Branch. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Branch. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on 1st down now.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Shows off the moves there, but ultimately not much of a gain. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Moves out of the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete.
Well, when this guy gets out of the pocket and starts to create, you kind of hold your breath knowing what he can do. But how about the defense here? They did a good job of forcing him to throw and taking away the scramble.
On third down. He drops to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Branch. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Gets rid of it on the move. This will go incomplete and a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for the wideout. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. What a catch! You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
For a sack.
Well, the offense tries to go to play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying. They applied the pressure, came up with a sack.
Play fake, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Fields. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Bulldogs will kick it deep to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Payne. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. So the drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Grab behind the line. It's low. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up perfectly for a huge gain for the offense.
Running back grabs it on the screen. They never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Trying to bait this defensive line to believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for lost yardage.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, the playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Went after makes it a 15-point game. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Evans. And he's stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play. A touchback would have been a better idea. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going.
The ball is picked off. Could take it all the way. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
A risky call by the offensive coordinator playing. Lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover and then capitalize here with the pick.
Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers. And
that's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. They get him down after a short return, but the offensive play looking to fade forward.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to 29.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
On the run, it's low. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
It's just the middle, but gets stuffed. That one goes nowhere.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
Looking for his big tight end. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there, wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. He got it. The field goal's good. And they add to their lead.
Now, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The first play of the drive now from the 25. quick throw to the left. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
To bootleg here. Looking to scramble. Deep throw across his body to the left. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook?
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
The shotgun handoff here. Oh, he tests the middle there, but get nothing.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Play action fake, looking to throw. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Here comes the flea flicker. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
This is a risky play by the offensive coordinator going with the flea flicker. Yeah, if you catch the defense napping, it could be a big play, but there's just too many variables. You're putting the ball into the hands of a non-thrower, a skill guy who wants to catch the ball instead of throwing it. And when the defense is barreling down on him like that, then it's hard enough for a quarterback to make the throw, let alone a guy that's not used to being in that position, and he ends up throwing a pick.
Now it's 2nd down here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Lets it go quickly. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Important 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
We're going to go with the wildcat formation and an extra blocker. Let's see what they have in mind here. And it's a direct snap. He's in the clear. Past the 10. Touchdown, Irish. They are pouring it on now.
Number 3 in the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after pulling up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Evans. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
gain makes it second and medium. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Graham down the middle. It's White. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Looking for a gap. It's Frazier.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the third quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Start the fourth quarter of this playoff game, they'll go to the air. Here's another interception. We're losing track. It's a short return. They hit the tackle at the 25. But what a play for this defense.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. To the air. It's Walker. Grabbed by the receiver. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he went backwards after the catch. That'll set up a fourth down now.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
And he's brought down immediately. No fair catch there, but that might have been the smarter play. And now the first play of this drive, they'll begin at the 36. He's got the first and still going. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48. There's a first and 10 play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
The line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter, a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense. You work that clock, and you seal victory.
Here he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Notre Dame. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
That's another touchdown for these guys. I mean, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And they'll set up with PAT. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score Notre Dame 39, Georgia 7.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out. It's Evans. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Dropping back. It's Stockton. That's caught. It's Branch. The tackle made after a solid gain to spot the ball for 31.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Breaks into the open. At the 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Notre Dame 46, Georgia 7.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's White. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Keeping it on the ground here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Can he make it to the marker? He's going to lose ground on the run, and now it brings up 4th down. Final 2 minutes as this offense desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a 4th down completion. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
An effort by the receiver here. Good job with the run after the catch to pick up that first down. The pass was short of the sticks, and this receiver is able to get the rest by himself. Terrific individual effort here.
And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Getting set. Here's second down. The shotgun running play call. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. And here's the handoff. Second down after that run on the previous play. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Breaks free. They get him down, but that's a solid gain. In the playoffs, it's to survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves.